Hey everybody, Wes here with Scamps Automotive. Today I'm replacing a heater core on a 1991 Ford F800 dump truck. I found nothing else on YouTube about this, and I was having a hell of a time trying to figure out how to get the heater box out. So I'm going to make this video, hopefully save you some time and heartache. Alright, so I'll get the hood up. Here's the big old beast. So this is where your heater core is going to be, inside of here. These are the two hoses coming out. So obviously you got to take this whole box off to replace the heater core, which in this case is leaking. I've already taken out the fan and whatnot. You don't necessarily have to do that, but just trying to figure out. What I couldn't figure out is there's a bolt here that unscrews from the outside. Another one, let's see if I can get you a better view. Another one right there. I already took both those out. So that's easy. Well, there's no other external bolts around the whole rest of the box. So I knew there had to be bolts inside somewhere, but that was the real issue, trying to figure out where they were, which ones they were. It's different than an F350 or 250 where you can actually see them. So up inside of here, you got to remove your glove box. It's just a bunch of Phillips head screws. So this bracket right here was my first problem. This is the bracket that holds, I believe, the PCM or the computer. So there's a stud. There's a stud right there. I took that off. Sorry, that's not the one. Where's the other one? At any rate, this bracket's got to come off to get to the nut that you need. But the challenge is these two studs up here. There's two nuts that hold this bracket on at the top, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how it comes off. Well, see, it has those two holes there that slide over the studs, and then there's nuts on the back. But when it's installed, let me get this out of the way. I got this disconnected because when it's installed, it's up there like this, like that, and that's what it looks like. Then there's another stud right there. That stud will push through. That's actually part of the heater core box. Well, I could not tell what was going on through this little tiny access hole there. I could see the tip, just the very tip. Let's see if you can see it. You see the tip of one stud there? I was like, okay, cool. That's how it comes off. Well, I took that off, still no luck. And it's really hard to reach up there and feel around. Well, just so you guys know, there's two nuts up there to get this bracket off. Once that happens, this stud right here coming through this hole, there'll be a nut on the front of this bracket, and then there'll also be a nut holding this against the firewall. That attaches to the heater box. Good to go. Well, there's two more, and I'm looking all over the place against the firewall, trying to figure out where the heck they could be. Well, I decided I'm just gonna have to take this box off and see if it's behind it somewhere. Well, luckily, the two studs, there's two studs, one up there, and then one down there, and you can see that one coming through. And it's deceptive because they look like they just hold this inner box in. Well, once I took those two nuts off those studs, the whole heater core box came out. So those hold both the inner one and the outer box on. So now I got this whole thing removed. But man, it took me a while to figure out where those studs, where the nuts were, and how the whole thing came off. Really, this job shouldn't take that long if you know what to look for. Sometimes I get in over my head taking jobs, but you know, I figure I'm not gonna know how to do it unless I do it. So hope that helps you guys out. From Scamps Automotive, keep on wrenching.